Well, hey guys, good evening and welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. It's great to be with you. If this is your first time here, I want to extend a very warm welcome to you in the hope that you'll come back. And if you are returning, I want to say thank you and welcome back. It's always great to have subscribers that really appreciate the content that I provide and that they want to make that part of their life so they can become just a little bit better. All right, guys. If you are new here, you probably don't know about believemeachieve.com. And you can check that out right after the show, 24 hours a day. That's where you can get short form content, long form content, articles, replays of all the episodes, and much more. So you can check that out later at believemeachieve.com. Friends, if you are parched, I don't want you to be, so feel free to grab yourself an RO water like I have right here. Nice, cool, and refreshing. Maybe you want a hot beverage. Maybe you want some nuts, another snack, fruits, tart, sweet, healthy or not. It's totally up to you. Feel free to do that and come on back to the show. All right, guys, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and kick the show off. But first, I want to just let you know what the title, the master topic is for the week, because it is Saturday, and that means we're kicking off a brand new master topic for the week. We go Saturday to Friday, in case you guys didn't know. It's everyday wisdom on doing what's right, and we're in series 4. And the granular topic for tonight is Standing Up for Truth, series 4, show 44, episode number 1. So, guys, let's get this show kicked off. I'm excited to have an amazing week with you guys. So here we go. Welcome to season 4 again. 44 is the show and episode number 1. And, in just a few months, we'll be out of series 4. We'll be on the air 4 years, and we will actually have our celebration of starting our 5th year on the air on January 1st. So welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life podcast, the ever popular podcast that is getting people excited all around the nation to become better. Who am I? I'm your host, John C Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, graduate student, and above all, a passionate lifelong learner. Friends, in every season, I bring you wisdom you can use, strategies, tips that you can trust, and inspiration for building the world you want to see in front of you. This season's theme, as I said, for the week is everyday wisdom on doing what's right. We have to do what's right even when people are not watching us. It's all about empowering you to stand tall, to speak honestly, and lead with courage at work, at home, and of course beyond. Let's dive into our very first core topic tonight, standing up for truth. And standing up for truth is what this night is about. Standing up for truth we'll be talking about, and every night we have a different granular topic. So number 1 is truth matters even when it's unpopular. I know your friends probably say, oh, don't do that because you're not going to be liked. Truth rarely wins a popularity contest, but it is the backbone of real progress when you courageously stand on what's right. Even if people disagree, you're quietly changing the world for the better. I was at an event about a week ago with some gentlemen, and I was making a comment about something somebody did that was positive. I wasn't stating a public, let's say, endorsement toward any political candidate or anything like that. I was just saying that was good they did that. Do you know, as soon as I did that, the person turned sour to me. And it told me that they not only don't have an understanding for people to agree to disagree with them, they also are one that wants to manipulate and control people. That's no way to be in life. And if you're around somebody like that, get away from them. Be the person who speaks up, even if you stand alone. See, a lot of times, like in this situation, these people didn't want to stand alone because they were afraid to stand alone. They didn't want to exercise that backbone, which we all have, but some people are afraid to use. because progress always begins with the bold. And I know that sounds hard for a lot of people. You know, another person said to me, John, I said something about another positive thing somebody did in the world, and I lost a friend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's not really a friend in the first place. That's an egotistical manipulator trying to befriend you, but really only going to be your friend on certain conditions. That's not a friend. And that's certainly not a friend that you need. I call that fair weather friendship. Number two, guys, speak out, even if your voice shakes. True courage lives in the trembling voice, the pounding heart, the wobbly words. When you break your own silence, even nervously, you're piercing the comfort zone that wraps around injustice. Your voice might start a conversation that changes everything, and that everything could be launching a positive tsunami to literally reorchestrate things around you. I think that's important to realize. Number three, guys, one honest person can trigger real change. That's why some people that hang around others and they notice that you're honest might not want to hang around you because their modus in life is to try to get past everyone, to try to, let's say, bewilder people, to try to manipulate people. There's an organization, I'm not going to get into the details of it. There's an organization right now that's saying they need to do something, and they're lying. They're saying the reason they have to do something is because of a shortage of people. But that's actually a lie. The real truth of the matter is they're doing what they have to do because they're getting sued. I'm not going to get into all the details, but I just want to let you know it doesn't matter how small or how high or how big you are. If you lie, you're eventually going to get found out. And your reputation is going to go right down the tubes. So the reputation that you had will become zero or negative zero. Don't underestimate what one voice can do. Change doesn't always start with crowds. More oftenly, it begins with one determined, truthful person. Your willingness to be honest in any room can inspire others and reshape the entire culture within you and around you. Number four, guys, lies solve nothing. And not only do they solve nothing, if you lie, you're going to have a very, very good memory because you're never going to remember all the different things that you said. And eventually, it's going to bite you in the behind. So only create bigger problems is what lies do. So don't lie in the first place. Short-term comfort through dishonesty sows seeds for long-term chaos. Even though it might make you feel good today, it's going to bite you later on. Every lie is a debt. Eventually, the truth collects what it's owed. Choose honesty, and you'll have fewer problems to manage. Later and much deeper. Peace now. That's important, guys. Number five, silence can hide injustice. Evil and unfairness thrive in the quiet corners where no one objects. When you choose to speak up, you shed light. Your words matter, even when they tremble. By naming what's wrong, you make space for what's right to grow. Number six, guys, bravery is saying what's right, not what's easy. If you want what's easy, you don't want success. You just want to survive. And we don't want to survive in life. We want to thrive. Of course, to thrive, we have to survive, but we want to thrive. We want to do better than just live. It's much simpler to nod along, but true bravery is politely disagreeing, sharing your values, or risking an awkward pause for the sake of what's true. You might lose some people or some colleagues. Well, they were never really meant to be in your circle anyway, okay? Others might resist, but respect for your character will always outlast longer than what we notice, the convenience that will be fading immediately. Number seven, if you won't stand up, who will? Often people wait for someone else to act. Be the person to raise a hand, ask a hard question, or gently call for fairness. I found that when you do this around people that are trying to manipulate you, they try to put the blame back on you, or they give you the silent treatment, or they don't want to hang around you anymore because they know that you're seeking the truth. Real leadership is turning somebody should into I will. I hate when people said, well, somebody should, maybe they will. That's not leadership. That's oxymoronship. Number 8, guys, holding from facts never ends well. It's tempting to dodge the tough stuff, but those facts resurface usually when consequences have grown. Face things head on. The truth is your ally in solving the real problem, not just delaying its arrival. And I think that's important to realize, guys. Number 9, integrity, the ultimate superpower. Integrity is the rare trait that unlocks trust, respect, and enduring influence. When people know you stand for truth, you attract better opportunities and stronger partners because everyone wants to build with someone real. Number 10, change starts with one honest sentence. Sometimes all it takes is a single direct statement, a gentle, can we talk about this? Or an honest confession to disrupt years of pretending. Don't underestimate the chain reaction from just one moment of realness. I think that's something that a lot of people miss. But we have to realize that one moment of truth is not overrated. Number 11, speak the truth, even if it costs you. It might cost you a friend. It might cost you a privilege, an opportunity. Yes, honesty comes at a price. You might lose comfort. You might lose convenience or even approval from someone. But with every honest stand, you build inner strength, trust, and a legacy that will outlive you. Number 12, honesty breaks old cycles. Most toxic patterns survive because nobody calls them out. Your honest words can dismantle long-standing habits in families, businesses, or friendships, making space for healthier ways of being. And I don't want you to go back or kiss up to those people that have tried to, let's say, plaster you or blast you because you want the truth. There's nothing wrong with wanting the truth. And the fact that they don't want you to know the truth or be mad at you because you're asking questions, a typical thing is you might ask a question or you might say something good about someone. And then you might expect a response. And they're going to do this. They're going to be in silence. And then they're going to ignore you. They're going to walk away and they're going to pretend like you don't exist. And when you say to them, hey, well, what happened? Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm over here. And they'll placate you enough to be enough for the conversation, but they're really just lying to everyone, including you and themselves. Number 13, right beats popular. Every time the world often cheers mediocrity or conformity, but history respects and ultimately supports those who choose right over easy. I know we want it to be easy. I know this. I want things to be easy, but success doesn't always come with easy. It comes with some challenges. See, that's how meaningful legacies are built and made. Number 14, guys, if you bend the truth, it will bend you. Every distortion of honesty leaves a mark. Over time, it's not just your stories that warp, it's your character. Straight, honest living lets you walk taller and sleep better, knowing that what you said is the truth. knowing that you can say something behind someone's back or in front of their back because it's the same thing. It's the truth. It's not a lie. That's important, guys. Number 15. Number 15 is one that I think a lot of people try to avoid, but it's really important. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this. The truth is patient. The truth is patient. But it always arrives. No matter how well a life is hidden, truth has a way of surfacing, often with greater weight. Face it early, own up, and adapt. It's the honest who recover fastest and build strongest. Notice I said the honest. A lot of people will build fast by lying, okay? But as quick as they made their empire is as quick as it'll fall. Number 16. You can't build trust on silence. Strong relationships are rooted in shared words, not blank spaces. Openness, even about uncomfortable issues, creates connection. Share your perspective. It might just build the bridge you need. The people that don't want to have the conversation with you are the ones that are going to hide their entire life. Number 17, sometimes being real is radical. In a world of highlight reels and spin, authenticity is almost rebellious at times. Let your guard down and show your full self, faults and all. That's not weakness, guys. That's influence. Again, that's not weakness, that's influence. That's not weakness, that's influence. Choose to be a little vulnerable. And you'll see that you might actually get some respect from people you didn't even know were watching you. Number 18, dare others to join you. Sharing truth isn't just for your benefit. It signals to others that honesty is safe and it's valued. Thus, invite colleagues, friends, or family into a culture of real talk, led by example, not by rubbish or by lies that constantly morph and change, worse than a game of telephone. Number 19, guys, truth is louder than noise. And I don't mean loud as in decibels. I mean it has more importance, so it gets people to pay more attention when you tell the truth. When people know you tell the truth, it builds a certain connection between you and them. We're bombarded every day with opinions, rumors, and distractions. Your clear, supportive honesty will always cut through the chatter and the static that seems to surface. People listen to what resonates as true, not the loudest person. Just remember that, not the loudest person. Number 20, no one can erase a true story. True stories are resilient, even if ignored for a long time. They persist, fueling learning, recovery, and shared wisdom. Give voice to your story. It is the beginning of someone else's freedom. You never knew that your story could help someone get their freedom, but it can. It's motivation. Number 21, stand for truth. Someone needs your example right now. If you lie, you'll hurt yourself and you'll hurt the people around you. You never know who's watching, learning, or needing permission to be honest. Your courage empowers silent allies to come forward and multiplies positive change. Positive change. We're not trying to be positive so that we can get a merit badge, even though I'm an Eagle Scout. We're not trying to be positive so that we can attract someone's attention. We're being positive because it's the right thing to do. And if people connect with us, well, that's just a bonus. But you should be positive because it's the right thing for you to always be doing. Number 22, guys, lies are loud. Honesty outlasts them. Falsehoods dominate headlines and gossip, but their shelf life is short. Honesty spoken quietly but consistently becomes the foundational pillar everyone would build upon. It's not something that's fashionable today or a fad that's going to be in for the next month. Integrity, honesty is something more people need to live by. When you're honest, you always do the right thing, even though it might be hard. Number 23, guys. Are you ready for number 23? Number 23 is this. Don't you ever trade your voice for comfort. I know it might sound easy. Staying quiet for the sake of avoiding conflict only breeds more contempt, internal tension, and external confusion. Don't be afraid to rock the boat. You might be keeping it from sinking. You might be keeping it from sinking. That's a truth, right? Number 24, real power. Using words to heal. Truth isn't about calling out problems. It's about mending what's broken. Be honest about what hurts, what matters, and what you hope for. That's where healing and reconciliation begin. They may not be glamorous at first. I didn't say truth was glamorous. I said it was about building connections and about building truth and about knowing that you can count on a person. I'll give you an example. There was a person I was working with a few months ago, a friend that I made about maybe 6-7 months ago. And they always knew where I stood on something, but they wanted me to do something in December. And I said, I would love to do December. It's not going to make business sense. And you know that whenever I tell you to do something, I am always there. I'm not doing this. If you want me to do the next thing, then you're going to need to do X, Y, Z. So it is going to be a good ROI for me. And when people know that you operate on your word, they never question what you say, what you do, or even if you leave them hanging for a little bit, because they know there's a reason why you did not get back to them. They know that. Number 25, when you name injustice, you shrink it. Problems thrive unnamed by calling out unfairness. Discrimination or neglect, you draw boundaries that make positive action possible. Even gentle truth-telling shrinks unhealthy patterns. Number 26, stand up now, thank yourself later. The best time to do what's right is always as soon as you notice it. The rewards aren't always instant, but you'll carry less regret and more confidence through every future challenge. Oh, and you'll sleep better. Number 27, your story matters. Start telling it honestly. Your lived experience is a lifeline for someone out there. By sharing your struggle, growth, and truth, you help others feel less alone and more empowered. Number 28, truth has gravity and it pulls others with you. Honesty is magnetic. When you embrace it fully, ethically, collaborators understand and you get thoughtful discussions and abundant opportunities before you. Just seem to magically align. Be the force that draws others upward. Number 29, guys. The world needs less pretending, more truth. Pretending is exhausting, and it's just in the movies. And unproductive, by the way. The more honest we are in all settings, the more creative, productive, and supportive our workplaces and lives become. Now, doing this day one is going to sound hard, especially if you've been lying, or the easier way to say that is being a prevaricator. A prevaricator is just another nice way of saying liar. So a lot of times say to somebody, I understand where you're coming from. And I don't like to say, hey, I know you're a liar. You seem to be prevaricating to me. They know what it means, but it just seems a little more respectful. It's still lying, though. Number 30. If in doubt, be transparent. When you're not sure what to do, clarity is the safest compass. State your intentions, share your uncertainties, and invite feedback immediately. Transparency turns uncertainty into progress. Transparency turns uncertainty into progress. Transparency turns uncertainty into progress. I wish more organizations would be transparent, whether that be our government, whether that be certain people that I connect with daily. But when you are around a culture of people that are prevaricators or liars, they kind of do that without even thinking. It's like an autonomous reaction. They just lie. I think that's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an amazing week. I am John C Morley, serial entrepreneur. I invite you to connect with me after the show at believemeachieve.com. There you can get my short form content, my long form content. You can read articles, replay this show, other shows. We'll elevate your life. You'll get podcast wisdom, inspirational stories, and leadership success. I know it's going to seem like lying is going to get you to the top, and it might, but you're going to drop and sink even faster than you rose. And that's not really a victory that we want to celebrate, is it? Guys, have yourself a great rest of your day or evening. I'm John C Morley, serial entrepreneur, and be sure to check out believemeachieve.com.